I'm mad. I don't know how mad I could get, but I am mad today. First off, welcome back to longer videos here. Sorry I kind of been not as frequent with these longer videos. I've just been dealing with a incredibly long semester, a lot of work, and a lot of stress, so I didn't necessarily have time to make these videos. But now I have a little bit more free time, right now at least, but now I have a new series that I would like to start today. And full disclaimer, I stole the name for this series from a buddy of mine who sent it to me on Discord, and I had to steal it, which the series is called SarneyOnFire. Essentially, these videos have no script, no pre-planning that much, and essentially they're just whatever is on my mind for today or the past week even, where I've just constantly been thinking about it, and I either get too mad about it or I'm too deep in thought about it. So begs the question, what has got me riled up today? I don't even think it's because I'm just that mad about this situation, but my air conditioner has been broken for the last couple of days, so making this video right now is making me incredibly hot. And the main fan that I have going right now that's over here, I had to turn off so that you can at least hear me. So it's just getting hotter and hotter in here by the minute, so the video might be a little bit more intense as the video goes on. So enough of the yapping, let's just get into what I want to talk about today, and that is US advertisement. More specifically, it's related to McDonald's advertisements that I've seen within recent years and those that I've seen from the past. I know that I seem like the person that would go to McDonald's regularly, but I have not had McDonald's in a long, long time. This has nothing to do with their food or anything like that. This is just me describing the fun of McDonald's advertising that it used to be, and where did it go in recent years. Because when I was studying for the my finals, at least, that I usually procrastinate, as I'm pretty sure a lot of other people do, and I watched a very specific video of McDonald's commercials from that of the 70s, and they were a lot of fun. They were creepy, but they were fun. In fact, it was the very first instance of the MCU, as in the McDonald's cinematic universe. There used to be so many wacky characters in the commercials, and we all know our favorites like Grimace or, the ever famous Ronald McDonald. There was the Lone Jogger, the Hamburglar, Mayor McCheese. But at the end of the day, there was people. There was a lot of people that made the universe feel more like the McDonald's land. There was a lot of story to be told within these few commercials that we had, and now it doesn't even feel like they even want any sort of characters to exist anymore. Because at the end of the day, there are a lot of mascots out there that are basically that of the product. And it's cool. I'm glad that there's a mascot to begin with, because there are a lot of mascots that are going missing as time goes on. But at the same time, aren't they a little creepy? For instance, remember how Ronald McDonald used to be a very prominent figure within just McDonald's in general? How he was almost in every commercial that you saw as a kid. And then the 2016 clown epidemic happened. Remember we had a epidemic for people dressing up as clowns and just roaming the streets trying to pretend attack people, just pretend charging at cars. I gotta tell you, 2016 was wild. But instead of just leaving a story, it got rid of Ronald McDonald because McDonald's wanted to step away from that, and they're like, well, clowns are a bit creepy. and this is going on, we should probably push him back. But now thinking about it, that was 8 years ago. Why don't they bring him back now? Like, I'm pretty sure people aren't scared of clowns as much anymore because of that. Unless they tried to do the clown epidemic once again. And doing a little bit of research, I found that this particular mascot that I'm about to talk about technically came out before the clown epidemic, but I think he was more prominent after Ronald McDonald was pushed to the side. And that was like the Happy Meal mascot. And sure, I admit that maybe clowns are a little bit creepy, but that thing was nightmare fuel. It's just like, why? Why make this thing, and who greenlit this? I kind of think it showed just like how they were trying to step away from like the characters that they've created and tried to do something new. And for me, at least, it did not work out whatsoever. And now it feels like there's like nothing in terms of mascots for McDonald's anymore, and they just use Ronald McDonald's name for the charity, which is good charity. However, where's the face of the name? It probably seems silly for someone like me to be complaining about something so like trivial, of like, what's the point? What's really the point of bringing back mascots to anything? And this is my response to that. I'm an adult, and life can be extremely boring. And because of that, I'm just trying to look for the simple little pleasures of life. Of course, this is one of the little simple pleasures of life that I have been able to endower in. And I feel like my main point here is that it feels like everything else, including something that is supposed to be quote-unquote comfort food, it doesn't really necessarily feel like it's comfort anymore. It feels like everything is becoming industrialized to a certain degree. Remember how McDonald's used to look like before they did their like huge rebrand? How it had like, you know, like a slanted roof, and it had a more homely look to it. And now it just feels like another brick building in the vast landscape of other brick buildings. Isn't the whole appeal of like McDonald's supposed to be like, oh, it's just like going to a place where you feel comfort and getting very unhealthy food, basically just making the outside look just as ugly as that of the inside. And this isn't even just McDonald's. This is like, you know, a lot of other fast food chains like Wendy's or Burger King or what else? I can't really think of anything else, but you get my point. It feels like everything has just become another brick building instead of trying to stand out. And they're just like, oh, we've modernized. Modernization is not a good thing. Because, like, for me, I want to go back to, like, a place that I remember as a good childhood place. What are you doing trying to just be like, oh, here's, like, another brick building like you get at the cafeteria at your work? Like, one thing to like redesign how the outside of your building looks, which you know, it could be up to interpretation, but to get rid of like the mascots and like the good commercials too, because all it feels like is just like, oh, here's the food. On TV it looks nothing like how it will look like in real life, but isn't this good looking food? I'm just like standing here and I'm like, I would much remember a commercial that just went out there. Why do like commercials like that always have to be so serious now? Why can't it just be like, oh, here's a fun little thing to brighten up your day? No, it's just like, go get some food. I honestly think that's like the point that I'm trying to make, and I'm making it more out than it seems to be. It's just like the advertisements have just gone from fun-loving, caring to food and nothing but. I'm not even trying to like bash McDonald's or anything. I just want them to care about their commercials again. It feels like the only time that like any company cares about their commercials anymore is the Super Bowl. And it's like you don't need a celebrity to endorse your product to make a good commercial. You can just make a commercial that's memorable and a lot of people will like you. Can't we just have that? Can you tell my air conditioner isn't working? My voice is not necessarily all that deep anymore, and I'm just very concerned. My son is worried about me because I'm complaining about something that doesn't even seem like a major problem, but for me, it is because I'm an adult, and I just simply want some colorful characters in my life, and the best way I know how to do that is by joining this fandom. I just want my colorful characters in commercials again. I just want colorful, interesting stories in my commercials again. It's a very little thing, but I want it back. That's all I'm asking for. Yeah, that's about it. I just want colorful characters again. That's all I'm asking for. I don't know if it would even make me go to McDonald's, but it would definitely bring joy to my life. That's all I'm really asking. Oh, and if you're in need of a new mascot, I might know someone who is interested, but I don't know if you would even take me because I don't really eat your food that much anymore. However, people on TikTok have called me fat in the past, so, you know, maybe I could get away with it, like, and say, like, oh, I eat your food, like, you know, see my belly? You see it? You know, I could, I could have, like, a limited edition item like Grimace did for a little bit. You could have the Sarney shake. You see how there's, like, no real direction to this anymore? I'm just very hot and bothered. Air conditioner's not working, the fans aren't going, and I'm just mad because there's no mascots anymore, and I really want there to be. It might incline me to go get out the product, but my main reasoning is it just brings a little joy to my life in an otherwise dull society at the moment. And that's kind of all the rant that I had for today. And now I must take this off so I can breathe once again. Yeah, that's about it. Bye!